Welcome to Music Lessons 101, everybody. Today we are going to work on a really nice song. It's an old country classic called Make the World Go Away. It was originally written by Hank Cochran, and it was made famous by Eddy Arnold. A lot of other artists have done that song before, but just a really great tune. And it's I'm going to play it in the key of C. The original recording was done in B flat, but we will do it in C. It's a little bit easier. We won't have to, especially if you don't have a capo handy. So those of you who want to learn the little lead part that I did on this, um, I designed the lead so that I could actually play the song and accompany myself, which is something I like to do. And it's basically based off the chord structure, which is something you should be doing anyways if you're learning how to play lead. That's why they always say learn your triads and all that kind of good stuff. Um, so I designed it around the chord tones, and normally the melody of a song 90% of the time is contained. 90% of the time is contained within the chord. Or it might be like a color tone or something like that. But it's easy for you to recognize and easily accessed if you see the underlying triad and the chord shape. And again, that will help you. That will help you with smooth transitions as well. And there's always something I can tell you just from my own experiences. There's always something about whenever you're listening to a lead that's made off of the chord tones. I always go, wow, what was that? That was like really cool. What did that guy do? And I'm always in my mind, I'm imagining he did something really mysterious, right? And you go back and you learn it, and it's simply a chord tone. So it's just really surprising how, us as players, we think we need to do something really amazing. But if you just play the chord tones, play them with feeling, play them really nice, they sound amazing. So you can't go wrong there. So let's see. So I'm going to show you how I did that and how I kind of fit them within the chords. And so I'm going to start off and do the lead first, and I'm going to come back and break it apart. So we're going to have this. Okay, so that's the lead. So let me show you what I did there. Um, so the first part of the lead is going into the verse. Do you remember when you loved me? Okay, so that's right off of the C chord. And then I needed to get that, so it's going to the G. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to do this kind of a G7 shape. I just think that sounds really nice. And there's my note. Okay. And then I did this walk up to the C. Now I'm okay, so again there's that C6, then I did this for that diminished. Let me do that again. So when it comes to the C major 7, C6, now Now I can slide. So now notice on these diminished chords, when you're playing a diminished chord, it repeats every fourth fret. So what I ended up doing here, but I grabbed this note. It just so happened that that melody was in that chord, and then so, and I wanted it's going to the D minor, right? So there was a D minor up here. See again, so what I'm thinking when I did this, I'm thinking, okay, where's the song going? Where are the chords? And then if you know your triads, you can find that melody within the triad a lot of times. It takes experience, but you know, as you're playing this, you want to see the chords going by when you're playing that lead. So you can see how this, when I did the C major 7th, on the C6. So when I came to this part, now notice, all I have to do, keep your fingers where they're at. Just slide up and then move your pinky up one string. Now again, we still have the fingers on the right strings. Just slide that third finger forward. And I'm not going to hit the high string because I'm on this D minor, but I have another D minor down here. Okay, and then notice my fingers are already in this kind of D7 shape. And I can hop up 2 strings. And I'm going to do basically the same thing I did earlier. Okay, let me do that for you one more time. I'll do it slow so you can get the whole thing in context. That's the first part. I actually ended up accidentally hitting that the high E string when I went to this D minor up here. It doesn't really, it actually didn't hurt. It kind of has a cool discordant sound. But notice how all these chords are connected. Like a lot of times if you're not aware of this, you'll miss it and wonder why you're missing the chord. But look at, again, I'm going to do this one more time. Now again, my second finger's on the right string. I just slide that all down. So now I can get this top part of the melody. Now I just hop everything up. Okay, what did I do there? So this is the, you're in the key of C. That's the C major scale right there. And this, here's your C chord, A shape. Here's the G shape, if you know your cage system. Not that anybody ever does it this way, but normally you'll break it down having the third here, this top part of the G shape, or the lower part of the G shape, and then the top part. See how, again, that fits right underneath your finger? So I'm just taking this right out of the C major scale. And I just put that bend in there because it sounded cool. But see how I'm strumming the chord first. Here's a D minor 7th. Now, so I'm going to come down and grab a G7th triad. Again, if you think of, let me show you this real quick. This might be something new for some of you. Here's a G, here's your G7th. If you just look at this little shape right in here, there's your little 7th shape, but you can play it like a D shape. And again, like, why did I play that? Because it's going to give me more open strings and free up my fingers. There's nothing worse when you're trying to play a lead than to grab a big old honking bar chord. I mean, now your fingers are just like frozen. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So this was my thinking. So it's going, make the world go away. See, it's going to the G, right? So I needed to find a G seventh, and there it is right there. So okay, so all I did, I'm thinking just these little double stops. I'm just using, these open strings. Da, 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 da. See, so it's like when it does that melody, you're on the G chord, so you have all these open strings. And then I went to, it's going to go back to the C. But I played either an A, you can think of this as an A minor or a C6. But I kind of played around with both of them right there. I did like I could look at this as a C6 to an A minor 7th, which I think is real pretty. So we have this. Okay, and then to this little G7 shape. Let me do that whole second part of that lead all the way through for you, and I'll do it slow. And then this little thing when I'm doing this. And that's actually not that I'm trying to be fancy, but it works. It just kind of works. And plus it frees it just gives you a chance to get back to your C chord, okay? Okay, folks, well, that just about does it. So on that lead part, if you decide to learn that, just take it slow. It's pretty easy, but it's deceivingly difficult too. It's like you have to just, like anything you learn, especially with the lead, you have to just give it, you have to put in some time and practice it. Again, I always encourage you to play it really slow first. Make sure you understand it. See all the chords, like when you're playing part of the lead, see what chords you're on. Make sure you understand that. Practice it slowly and build up your speed. And the good thing about practicing it slow is your fingers will stay relaxed. If you try practicing too fast, you'll get a lot of tension in your fingers, and then you'll build bad habits, and that'll stick with you. So I hope you have a lot of fun with this song. And let me know if you want to hear more like this. I could do these old country classics all day long. They're just a blast to do. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.